What's up, guys? Welcome to a little KSM Sports and Cards first live Zoom. Four members here, the four older members here are the members of the Twitter feed. We have one younger member, Aaron, that's joining us, even though I think his name says Avery. It's not Avery, it's Aaron.
It's not.
So we're going to introduce a new concept that we're going to be doing for the next, 3 months. Since NBA is coming back and NHL is coming back, what we decided to do is we're going to all pick one player for the NBA and one player for the NHL, except for tonight we'll focus on the NBA, and we're going to spend a maximum of $100 on that one player. And we're going to have a competition to see whose card goes up the most by the end. So the competition will be, what we'll do is we'll give a blaster out to whoever player makes the most money. We can only pick one player. If you want to pick multiples of that player card, that's fine. It will be up to each individual person in this Zoom of when they want to sell it. So if they want to sell it by the very last game of the playoffs, they can sell it then. If they want to sell at the beginning of the playoffs because they saw a spike, they can sell it then. And we'll keep you updated once a week. We're going to do that for the NHL too. So NBA will go $100 max that you can spend. NHL will go $25 max because there's four people in the Zoom that don't know 25 NHL players. So we figured it'd be a little bit better if we have a little bit of a cap.
And me.
Anastasi there knows way too many hockey players. So maybe we'll let him spend more money. I'm not quite sure that equates making money.
Way too many.
So we're going to start with the youngest member here to my left. So your player is Giannis, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So
Giannis
you have,
on the Bucks.
right. So we opened that together. So that's actually on our YouTube channel. That's at Scott.Clow at YouTube or YouTube at Scott.Clow. That is the Giannis Silver Prism. And Aaron, why are you picking Giannis? Why do you think his card's going to go up the most during the playoffs?
I think he has a good team and he scores a lot of points.
Mm-hmm. And you think so? His team's going to be the number one seed in the East. So you think he's going to make it all the way to the what?
All the way to the NBA Finals.
Finals. Does he have a chance to win it?
Yes.
So he has a chance to win it. All right. So you're going to go with Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's pretty good. I was practicing that. You have to do that, Aaron. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm going to go with Gordon Hayward of the Celtics. I like the Celtics in the East. I think the East is, by far the weaker league. I mean, obviously it has been for years. But with Gordon Hayward and the Celtics, I think making a run, if they're going to make a run, they need to get the Gordon Hayward that they had from this past season. With the extra rest, again, healing up from the injury now 2 years away, just like with Paul George, I think this is the time for him to really break out. And I think at the end of the game, Tatum is going to be the one option, but he's going to be like the 1A option to be making those big shots. The Celtics will go as far as Hayward will take them. I think that's always been the case. And since he's healthy and he's there, I like the Celtics making a good run. I like Hayward being that guy.
Very nice.
The Celtics will go as far as Taco Fall takes them, but we disagree. It's hard to defend.
Let's see, Anastasi, you want to go next?
So I also went with a non-superstar, although I think he is most certainly an emerging superstar, and I think they actually went with this guy for a few different reasons. And my guy is thumbs up. We got Ja Morant.
Okay.
There's a few reasons. So
Everyone just put mosaic cards up, putting them up.
I hope my
I can put my mosaic running backs. I can do that. They're mosaic.
Yeah. So for Ja and Mosaic, and I bought it at a pretty decent price when Mosaic was a little lower. Mosaic's going up right now as it is, but on the Ja side of things, we have a few reasons. The first is I don't think the Grizzlies get the national love that they should once the playoffs start. I think we'll see some of that. I think Ja's must see TV, and we'll definitely see him kind of explode. I think in the playoffs a little bit again. I also think with the Rookie of the Year coming up, I think that is a win for Ja, and will only continue to increase the value. And all we need is one series to go the Grizzlies' way, and I think national media will broadcast and open up the Ja a little bit more.
Are the Grizzlies the 8 seed right now?
They are.
Okay. All right.
But listen, and that's fine with me. You're getting national attention playing the Lakers. So, even if they lose that series, maybe Ja's a good series. We're talking good stuff.
So they're out in 4 games. Got it. Great job.
Well, listen. I think the Grizzlies actually, to be honest with you, match up fairly well with the Lakers. I think that series goes 5 or 6. 100%.
Listen, just like I tell my students, you're entitled to your opinion. Because I'll tell you right now, those Lakers, they were running on full steam ahead before this all went down.
That's
and
right.
They were
That's
looking
exactly why.
scary.
That's exactly why.
So that was great. Cuts face were just fantastic. So it's Giannis, it's Gordon Hayward, and a maybe 5-game John Morant. Okay. So Cutney, you want to go next?
Oh, well, I can top the 5-game one. I'm definitely picking, obviously, because I'm a little biased here. I'm going to be picking Zion because
Wow.
and I don't care if he plays in 1 game or if he plays in only 5 games. He's a beast. And when he goes off for over 30 points in that first game that he plays, just because he's still really, really hard to guard. And I don't know if he's going to take the Rookie of the Year, which he probably won't because he just didn't play enough games.
You're running it up.
But people are going to say, damn, if he played more games, it was not even close.
Again, I'm just going to throw this question to either one of you two. When you guys were thinking about John, you're thinking about Zion. Did it all concern you that because their prices have jumped so much already, did that scare you off at all? Because that would scare me off, the fact that, they have hit such a peak. Well, how much higher do you think they could possibly go?
Right.
I actually think Jaws actually been a little lower recently.
Yeah, I was honestly looking at both of them recently, and the regular base rookie cards have been not as high.
Yeah, I felt pretty good about that.
Even in our own.
And I also think when I was looking at the brand, Mosaic's gone up quite a bit in the time that it's been released and Jaws been out there. So.
Okay. So that's the card you'd be looking at, like just the base.
Yeah, I think so. But I'm also going to do some research. Might add to it. We'll see.
Okay. All right.
And what are you looking at, Cut? Are you just looking at a base?
Honestly, I'm just going to look at a certain price range. I'm going to look between $20 and $40 for a card for him.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I think that he didn't get enough exposure this year because he got hurt. And when he came back, he was just lightning. Like, this guy was super hard to guard. And I don't, like most NBA players, they're going to be out of shape and everything. But again, they just, because of his quickness and his deceivingness with that, he's going to be hard to guard and he's going to put up numbers. And people are going to be like, let me get him.
I like it. I didn't like that Anastasi didn't react as negatively as you did for him, but
if you run the tape,
I respect Cuddy's opinion, and I don't disagree that Zion to me right now is probably more exciting to watch than Ja, but I think the Grizzlies are a significantly better team.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people don't believe in them yet, and I'm excited for that.
All right. Well, I'm going to go back to the East, and I've been looking up a bunch of guys because this is basically I've been thinking about this since last night. The one guy in the West that I can't get away from is Donovan Mitchell. Like, I'm not going to pick Donovan Mitchell, but I'm going to throw him out there as a possibility. You can still get his Panini Prism rookie base for like $35. Even his silver hollow you can get for like $105. The thing that scares me about Utah and kept me away from Utah was like the 4-5 matchup with Oklahoma City. I'm not quite sure. I think Utah's as good as they were, and then a very tired Lakers team after their 4 or 5 game victory over Ja. I am worried that I'm not sure Utah would be able to handle that. So I'm actually going to go to the Celtics because Kevin and I did not talk about this. And I'm not going to go with Gordon Hayward. I'm going to go with Kemba Walker.
Yep.
And I'm going to go with Kemba for a couple reasons. One, I can get his silver Prism, Panini Prism rookie for like $80. And I think I want to stick with that. I see this as more of like an NCAA tournament. This is not the question time.
I was just going to ask, is his rookie, is that graded at 80 or just a silver? Prism?
No, it's a silver, just as non-graded. Yeah. So I can get his regular rookie for like 42, but his silver is like 80, 85. I see this as a little NCAA tournament, kind of Big East run / like a lot of games in a small amount of time. He has never made the playoffs. I don't think his team's ever won 35 games. So this is new territory for him. And I think if the one thing the Celtics showed over years, none of those guys are really closers. Tatum, maybe. Hayward's never really done it. Jaylen Brown's not that guy. Do you do it? Does Kemba do it? This might be his job in the fourth quarter. I love their run into the playoffs too. They're playing Philly, who only plays well at home, so they got to play in Boston for most of the games anyways. And then they get who, according to Kevin, is the worst team in the NBA, garbage Toronto Raptors, because according to him, Pascal Siakam, absolute trash. And then Kevin
I
can't
never
That might be, honestly, that might be the card to get Pascal Siakam. Now that I think about it, I might change my mind.
I might change my mind too. I totally forgot about Pascal.
I never said Siakam is
Jeez.
trash. Everything else with the Raptors, though, is actually true. Yes.
So can you name anybody outside Siakam and Kyle Lowry?
Of course I can. Maurice Peterson, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter.
Damon
Muggsy
Stoudemire.
Bogues had a run there.
Damon Stoudemire. I have a bunch of Damon Stoudemire.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I can name as many Raptors as you need me to.
So I'm going to go with Kemba. I think of him never being in the playoffs and this being kind of that, it's that a lot of games, a little bit of time. And I think they're looking for that veteran. I think it's him or Hayward. I think Kevin had a good pick. I'm going to go with Kemba just because, I'm interested to kind of see, do they turn Gordon into – it's interesting to see what he does because certain games you watch Hayward, he was kind of the playmaker, and other times he still kind of sits in the corner. So
yeah, it's like that Celtics team still hasn't really figured out what they do yet. They do lots of they do lots of good things, but it hasn't really clicked like, oh yeah, this is truly who we are.
Now, since we're not doing the NHL right now, I am going to ask all of you guys, I know we're putting you guys on the spot, with a dark horse guy, because I know Kevin's got his dark horse guy because he actually has a dark horse upset in the first round. And he thinks he could.
Oh, you're talking about basketball, though.
For basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if we'll go around and if you guys have like a dark horse guy, it's like, man, he'd be really off the radar. But we'll start with Kevin because I think this is going to spark everyone's thoughts.
Yeah, that guy is. Wait, we're talking about the one we were talking about before.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Kyrie Irving. Which unfortunately, his cards have actually been on the rise.
They have.
So it might be a little bit harder to actually to get
That's
him.
a good point.
But I think if I'm Kyrie, I'm seeing a short tournament. Again, you're playing against the Raptors in the first round.
I love this.
I think outside of the Bucks and the Celtics,
everyone has Mosaic, but Kevin.
I don't have it. Yeah.
He's literally putting up like he's going to put up his White Sox lot.
Yeah, my target doesn't have it. I could totally see Kyrie coming back just for I'll play for a couple months and I'll remind people how great I am and we make a little run to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think he would definitely be on board for that.
Okay.
But that would be one of my dark horses. Another one of my dark horses I really like. I was actually debating between him.
I know. He's not listening to the rules.
Well, listen, keep cutting me off. I'll have three. I don't care. I'll just keep naming all the NBA players that I know. All right. Is Jamal Murray of the Nuggets.
Ooh.
I like Jamal. I was debating.
That's a good pick.
Why? Because he played good last year in the playoffs?
He did play good in the last year in the playoffs. Yes, he did. And also because I like their matchup starting off as well. First round against the Rockets, team that just refuses to play any kind of defense. I think Murray could put up really, really big numbers. And as the league continues to get smaller, he's going to be their go-to guy. Jokic was kind of a disappointment this year, was he not? In terms of his numbers compared to the rookie year. I think he kind of took – I don't know if it's a step back, but I think this is just as much Murray's team that it is Jokic.
My worry about Jokic when they play Houston is when Houston runs like Harden at center. Mm-hmm. And they run like five guards. Like, what the hell is Jokic going to guard? Like, that's the problem with it's a weird matchup.
They're going to wipe Jokic out. He's going to be so tired.
There you go. That's a Houston win right there. Anastasia, you got a dark horse there?
I do. And it's kind of weird to call him a dark horse, but Paul George is my dark horse. He hasn't been healthy all year and just not played much all year. The Clippers have been fairly quiet all year, and I think it's because Paul George and Leonard haven't played that much comparatively. And I know Paul George has been really struggling with the shoulder. But in the past couple of years, he has been knocked down when his shoulder's been healthy. So I think as good as Kawhi and the Clippers team is, I could very well see Paul George kind of having that showcase playoff run that I've kind of thought he would have by now. So,
to agree with you, Kawhi does really well is he lets his teammates do things. And,
absolutely.
And
absolutely.
Paul George.
Yeah, and I think a healthy Paul George is a pretty scary thing. I can't remember the last time I've seen that in the past couple of years. So, I mean, I think the rest period's been good for him.
and I'm not saying it could be a first round upset, but if we're talking about a first round matchup that could go longer because they've had such a break. Can Dallas push the Clippers?
I don't think Dallas is deep enough. I think their bench is going to be exposed when they play.
You're gonna be running.
Actually, so Dwight Powell's their big man off the bench, and he tore his ACL.
Okay.
I think Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell are going to destroy the Mavericks bench.
I mean, again, not that I'm by any means an NBA expert. I don't think anyone would claim that I am.
No, he's not.
But I can sound like one for a second.
Go
I
ahead.
just don't think Dallas is physical enough to win in a playoff atmosphere.
Sure.
Yeah,
No,
I can't wait to see Kristaps get bullied. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And again, I still think Luka.
Porzingis? No way. Unicorn, baby.
Yeah, that was my dark horse. I'm going with the unicorn. They're giving their
Wow, I just picked up a lot of his cards. They might.
Oh,
go
really?
too.
Sweet.
That's okay. He'll be out pretty quick or hurt.
That team's still like 2-3 years away.
Yeah, I would say
I
I would
just
say a couple
think-
years. I'd say a couple more pieces too.
I just think with if they're playing the Clippers, Beverly and Kawhi being able to switch on and off on Luka, like
Yeah,
he's gonna
Plus-
he's good, but like they can play defense
Mhm.
and just transitioning back and forth, be able to
And-
bust their butts.
maybe they don't even need to tire themselves on defense. You just stick Pat Bev on them and just annoy the hell out of them for a couple of games. Call it a day.
Right.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Oh yeah.
Cut, do you have anybody?
I would be fine with Paul George guarding Tim Hardaway, who takes
Actually,
30
Paul George can play really good
for no
defense.
reason. So
Yeah, Paul George is a good defender.
yeah.
You just bring up Tim Hardaway in a serious his father.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying
that.
From the
I'm
Heat?
saying Paul George could have this nice break
the
on
killer
defense.
cross.
He's guarding Tim Hardaway Jr. at any point.
Oh, Tim Hardaway Jr. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he'll be relaxed and guarding him.
Another piece of trash from the
Yeah.
University of Michigan. Remnant of that garbage program up there. Anybody else
Damn, I
cut?
want to
I
get
have
Paul George cards right now.
Well, I'm gonna go with my standard. You can't mess with this guy in the playoffs because he don't take no shit. All right, and he goes hard all the time, and he's scary when it's crunch time, and that's
Just
Dame
lost that.
Lillard.
Oh,
Ooh, big time.
are they going to make the
Lillard.
playoffs? I don't think so.
Them and the Pelicans are both in that like 9, 10, 11 slot. I
Right,
think.
right. They got to just make the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if they're in that later seed where they only got I don't even know how it's completely set up. Is there a couple teams on the outside that have to win a game to be in?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like playing stuff.
yeah,
big
they
time.
play in like 8, and then there's like a plan. Yeah, I mean, they could definitely get in.
Yeah, you're gonna have Cutty,
I will
Lillard knock out
co-sign.
Zion, and you're playing.
I'll co-sign with Cutney. He is, especially in the playoffs, he is someone you don't want to bet against.
Yeah.
I would love if Portland can sneak in at the 8. Now that's a compelling series. Do I think?
Wait,
First of all, no, I can say it. If we're going to allow
wait.
Matt to say they're going to push him to 5 or 6, I think after we foresee Damian Lillard pushing the Lakers series to 6 or 7. I could absolutely see that for the first round. Absolutely,
Come on, Cut. Shake the head, Cutney. Shake the head.
Absolutely. I'm saying it.
That's
I'm-
ridiculous.
I'm
Like I
saying it.
said,
Oh
those
my God.
Lakers are scary.
They're hungry. They're hungry.
I'm at the point where I don't hate on LeBron anymore, and I'm telling you right now, that squad, they are so in tune with one another.
Mhm.
Like I don't put them over the Clippers because I just really, really like Kawhi.
Well,
Yeah,
well, maybe this is the conversation. If we all agree the Lakers, I think, are as good as they could, and this break help them because they're older guys. Is there anyone that we can jump on the Lakers that's like a cheaper buy as like the second or third guy? Is it
You know,
is it Kuzma?
I just had to look at their roster to
Is it-
familiarize myself with them again.
Is it Kuzma?
Yeah, the third guy is Kuzma. I don't
I'm
know.
saying.
I can't,
I'm saying.
I can't imagine him inserting himself into a role on that team where it's going to drive up the price of his cards.
My young Grizzlies, they're gonna beat up Anthony Davis a little bit, man. I'm telling you.
I mean,
Who? Triple J?
Triple J, Brandon Clark.
I think-
got some big guys down
I
there.
personally
some big
think-
bodies.
Ja's gonna do good, but it's gonna be like
Yeah.
I scored 25 and we still lost by like 15.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah. Look at the
After
number.
they were up by like 30.
I'm telling you, it's not gonna be a sweep. It's not gonna be a sweep.
Like,
I
it's
get
like
the
John
Grizzlies
Morant.
up.
It's like when he was at Murray State. It's like the second round. Look, I dropped the triple double. We got our ass kicked. It's like, who cares?
But listen, he's got some pieces there. They got some.
Yeah.
They have good wings.
They
got
do,
some
but
wings.
if Dallas is a
one.
couple pieces away, Memphis is many pieces away.
Very true. Very true.
Um,
Right.
what
Name
about
one wing?
Matt? Name a Memphis wing.
Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is another pain in the ass.
No. He said name an NBA player.
Dylan Brooks.
Oh, he is an NBA. Oh, okay. All right.
He's on the Grizzlies?
Yes, he's had a good year. He's a
I'm
pain
not
in the
going to lie.
ass.
I've never heard of him.
Come on, he was on Oregon when Oregon had that good
I
run.
was just gonna say he was an Oregon
He
kid.
was the Oregon guy, yes.
You know
I
what?
couldn't say he was on Memphis, but
Yeah,
Hey.
man.
That's like playing basketball for Michigan and then going to the NBA. It's like, all right, I played for Oregon. It's great.
like
Brandon Clark, by the way. Also,
Yeah.
Brandon Clark from Gonzaga has had, I think, possibly the most underrated rookie season, actually, out of the rookies.
I got a few of his.
who's that?
Yeah, Brendan
He's the guy,
Clark.
he's the guy that dunked a lot on Gonzaga last year. You remember him?
Adam
Mhm.
Morrison.
Really tall
No,
dude.
Brendan Clark.
Oh, okay.
Brandon Clark. Yeah.
What about?
He's
let
had
me
an
ask.
underrated year for them.
Let me
So-
ask you this: if the Milwaukee is the best in the East, which again they might be, to me, them and the Celtics are there. Is there a chance? Is there a chance to buy some cheap Chris Middleton stock?
Yeah, I feel like there is.
Second best guy. I mean, he's going to have to score 20.
Yeah,
I've also, that's an interesting point. I've also always been waiting for Eric Bledsoe to have the series.
that's
or,
what I was just gonna bring up too. Like
I don't.
when he was
yeah.
on the Suns and they were terrible, he put up huge numbers for.
But
he did.
but to me,
Are they
that's,
trying?
that's the type of
Oh,
player
I
he is
know.
now. Like Eric Bledsoe's like, I'm good on shit teams,
Yeah,
and then I get on a good team, and it's like, oh man, he's not really good.
that's why I just wait.
It's
Yeah,
weird
I
'cause
guess I'm just waiting for it.
I
to
was
happen.
the complete opposite. You know, I was
You were-
better on the good teams.
Got it. And you were terrible on bad teams.
Yeah, I was a point guard. I like to pass to everybody. So if I don't have good players on my team, I look like crap. So it was like, all right.
Nice. The Bob Sura
need
of
him.
the the Hudson Valley. I like it.
That's right.
It's like I could have given you a worse one.
With Milwaukee, everything flows through Giannis on that team. It's hard to pick a guy to be like, okay, again, if the name of the game is you're going to increase your stock, because I think the thinking is a player is going to take his game to that next
level,
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
dude, I totally
exactly.
forgot. We got Jonas Valanciunas is gonna beat these guys up too. These guys are tough.
Are we
down
going
there,
back
I'm
to
telling you.
Ja again?
No,
back on the
no,
Grizzlies.
no, he's looking
Yeah.
at the Grizzlies roster.
I
Oh,
forgot about him.
Like,
Come on,
He-
Connie. We got Tyus Jones as our backup point guard, another good defender.
Bryant Reeves is still playing, right?
100%, crushing it too.
That's why I personally I like the idea of Middletown. I just
Middletown.
Middleton.
those sound New York. They got a
Yeah.
great brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
baby.
Dude, every
I like
time I
the
look at the
idea of it,
Grizzlies
but
roster,
I
I forgot they made the Justice Winslow trade. These guys are tough, man.
Winslow, one of my favorite Duke players, has not been himself in the NBA.
I'm telling you, these guys are going to defend. They're going to defend, and they're going to be annoying.
But he
Speaking
hasn't
of
even been a
Winslow,
good defender.
Family Matters has been on TBS now. I don't know if you guys have seen that. In the morning.
Family Matters?
Yeah, Family Matters.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's,
Yeah, I'm
it's
gonna start
actually
watching.
it's impactful during this time too.
I was
One thing-
the one episode, yeah.
The one thing I'll say, looking at the roster again though for the Grizzlies is they
Yeah, so I had to do it.
I'm
I had to
doing
do it.
all
We
I
had to
can
mute
to
him. We had to
off
mute him on the
Grizzlies.
job. We just muted it. I can't listen to it anymore. All right, he's back.
And it's
He's-
funny because I was gonna get at him because he was like,
5
"Oh,
seconds.
and the one thing. Wait, is there even one thing that's gonna help them?"
No.
they're not going to be able to shoot any threes, which you need for the playoffs. So
Josh
listen,
gonna be-
I guess I was inspired by the Michael Jordan documentary. I saw a lot of bully ball from the Pistons, so I'm ready for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are the new
The
age.
Grizzlies are bully.
that type of culture is not in the NBA anymore.
I know.
Isn't Chuck Daly dead? He doesn't coach in Memphis. Who is it? Bernie Bickerstaff? Who the hell is even the coach there?
Scott,
He's
did you,
not coaching them. They can
Underrated
coach
guy?
themselves.
have you done an underrated guy yet, Scott? I don't think you have.
The only guy I would do, I think, underrated is if you're looking for a guy to take the next leap. If somehow Philly can figure themselves out, possibly Matthias Thibault, maybe. I don't know if he has the offensive game, but again, if they can get up and down and there's a part of me that team's better actually by subtracting a piece. Again, not that we can trade anybody right now, but if that team could go up and down and you have Simmons run it and Matthias can run up, Matthias can run up and down, you get rid of Embiid, they might be better, or vice versa. But maybe, I don't know. I mean, you're always looking for a young guy. Who I would love to do it is if somehow Washington could sneak up to the 7, but they're not. They're too far away from the 7 seed because, I think Bradley Beal's a stud. I'd love to get him in the playoffs. I think he's just a great player in just a garbage situation.
Bill Simmons.
I would say
loved
this. I
Bradley
would say
Beal.
on the
Loved him.
Thibault point, if we were doing this contest for a 3 or 4 year window, he would be the guy. I think.
Yeah.
A ready and elite defender. He develops some offense in a couple of years.
The only thing with him is I'm just worried. Does he just end up becoming like a little bit more athletic James Posey? Like he's gonna bang some threes, but doesn't really have an offensive game where he can face up. Like, which again is fine if you're the third piece.
Shit.
Yeah, it just depends, I think, on what situation he finds himself in.
Right.
You know, I mean, I think he'd be great on Miami with Jimmy Butler and the young cast they have there. Could you just picture this for a second? Bradley Beal in a Grizzlies uniform.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Imagine.
That.
How would they pay? That would raise the ticket prices in Memphis from $12 for a season ticket to $18. I mean, they wouldn't be able to afford it down there.
Unacceptable. I actually have another underrated person. I didn't know the team that even made the playoffs, to be honest.
Okay.
Because I've been watching him this year, and he's finally back from all his injuries, and he started doing superb. And it was Markelle Fultz.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
That is
That's a really good one.
Orlando,
Sneaky
no
pick.
bueno, but him being a few years ago.
Get him some national exposure
And
again.
him coming back and turning it around this year, he might be the winner on that because
I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
back on Cudney now. Yeah, get him some national exposure. We got this.
I like that.
I know. I'd have to even look up like what his like rookie would even be because he's got to be way down there.
Oh yeah. I bought a couple lots, the small ones for like $15-$20, just the standard Donruss optics.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot right here. You can buy literally 7 of his base Panini Prism rookies, which are usually like the most expensive. 7 of them for $25.
Yeah, I messed up. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't sure because I didn't see really too many comps. And week, I think Monday or Tuesday, there was one for like 20 of them for like $30.
That's not bad.
Not bad at
I
all.
know. I didn't buy it.
Oh, you didn't buy
You
it.
should have jumped on it, yeah.
And someone bought it when I was like staring at it, and then I was like, But now when I looked at it, I'm like, shoot, that was a really good deal.
That's a good buy.
Yeah, that's
All
good.
right.
Buy. I like that, Cudney.
All right, so this is what we'll do. We're all gonna have. So we have to buy our card, and we'll have it in hand. We'll try to have it in hand within like a week or 10 days. So we'll go 10 days from now. We'll go to the middle of whatever the next week, and we'll have it. And then what we'll do is we'll post what we bought for, what we bought it for, and then we'll update it as the weeks go on, and we'll do it on our Twitter on KSM Sports and Cards. And then whenever we sell it, we'll put that profit up there, and then we'll figure out whoever wins. Whoever wins will win a blaster box. And I will buy the blaster box, and it's from my Target. You guys will be able to choose from the amazing hockey artifacts, hockey allure, MLB stickers, or MLB opening day. So I'll let you guys marinate on like which one you guys want.
Wrestling didn't make it?
No, wrestling's there.
Oh.
So is Garbage Pail Kids.
Probably some Pokemon cards too, I would assume,
There's
right?
some Pokemon cards, yes.
If our followers are watching this, just to clarify, we live in the Northeast. They're not shipping anything here because we're ground zero for the pandemic. Okay. I talked to higher-ranking officials in Target, was really just the manager. And what he said was they have no idea when this stuff is coming in. So we don't have Mosaic. We don't have Bowman. We're suffering. We're suffering up here. Okay.
There's nothing here.
Maybe
I keep buying Heritage.
one of you guys out there, okay, could donate a blaster box to our cause if you like this, and maybe there'll be something in it for you. I do happen to have a very nice Kansas City Royals team lot, that
He will be underselling. It'll be free. He will pay for shipping to send it to you.
Yeah.
Just look at my profit, baby.
It's the only person who sells cars and doesn't make money.
I've made significantly more money compared to you. You haven't sold anything.
Oh God.
I
sold.
think we have our next thing, the sell-off between the two brothers.
Sold
there you go.
24 hours. 4.
Yeah, but Cudney, I will gladly lose that because I'm not losing money just to say I sold some stuff.
A bird in one hand is better
than 2 in the bush. Why did we do 2 separate fingers? That's science. Okay. Yep. All right, so we'll have our cards. The next time we come on, we'll do our hockey pick. So that's everyone's homework because they have to have their hockey pick. We know Anastasi has it. I'm sure there's some team he's going to talk about a lot on that one too. Is there anything else you want to say about Memphis before we move on?
I'm excited. I'm
Please, I
excited to see
can't
it.
wait.
Listen, these young guys probably weren't taking Corona seriously. They're probably out practicing together, getting ready to roll. It's coming in. They're coming in
So
fast.
not only are they such a good basketball team, they also don't care about the CDC guidelines, so they're rebels.
Yeah.
And they're like, we are gonna bust our ass to lose to Lakers in 4.
Give them 5. Give them 5. Give them 1 game.
I said, what game are they? What one?
They'll win one at Memphis. Memphis is a hostile environment.
But it's in Orlando.
Oh shoot, you're right. I forgot about
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
man.
I'm like, wait,
Memphis travels well. They'll get down there to Orlando. We'll figure out a way in the stadium.
Goofy.
Now
will
I
be
know
there.
he'll just say anything.
Yeah, he's just gonna say anything. All right.
So do we have so it's today is Thursday, so by next Sunday we have to have the card?
Yeah, I think so. Let's try to have it by next Sunday. And even if not, if we don't physically have it, you know what you paid for it, so then we can post it. And we'll go from there, and we'll post this on our Twitter. And thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon.
So yeah.
Later, guys.